there we go. We have actually just out of the blue decided to go and get 41 woodcutting. We can now use a rune axe, which is the best free-to-play axe you can use. I've actually already bought one because I had a ton of money, I think like 50k, from just selling all the cow hides from my combat training. So if you're doing low-level combat training, cows and then getting cow hides from them is a ridiculously good way. Yeah, even after buying literally one of every axe, from iron all the way up to rune, I still have 43k left, so cow hides are a bit overpowered in all honesty. But yeah, we have just hit 41 woodcutting. I'm streaming right now, and I was streaming yesterday as well, and we've just been working on getting the total level up, hopefully as close to 500 as we can get, because obviously on the 500 total worlds, if I can find one here quickly to prove my point. Yeah, right here. So obviously it is the free members weekend, so it's not as busy as it usually is, but I mean 131 people on a whole world if you have 500 skill total is pretty insane. So once we get there, we won't have to deal with many bots at all. So yeah, woodcutting and then firemaking hand in hand are very good ways to get levels quickly. We're already almost at 300, and once we get all the logs that I have in my bank firemaked, because that's a word, once we have them all burned up and all that good stuff, we will have probably close to 50 firemaking, so feeling pretty good at this point. And 2 hours later, we have actually managed to finish up the last of the willow logs. We didn't get all the way to 50 like I thought we would, but we did get to 44 firemaking. 324 total levels, so like I was saying, woodcutting and firemaking, that pair is completely overpowered. As of right now, I don't really have any plans for what I'm going to do now. I might actually, I guess, go do some mining, because my mining is so low and it's very easy to train, so I probably need to get that up. But more long-term, I need to train some range and mage. Probably mage first off, because you need, I think, 31 or 51? Where's fucking teleport grab? You need 33 for Dragon Slayer, so I think that's probably pretty soon on my list here, and I'm going to need quite a bit of money for that, so maybe I need to do rune crafting. You can see how it's spiraling out of control. I have a lot of things I need to do, so I'm not really sure what's going to be next. Actually, I probably need to do rune crafting if I'm being honest. I just don't want to have to do it. I'm trying to put it off. Alright, we're going to do rune crafting. 30 smithing out of the way here, so we are halfway to our goal of getting 30 mining and 30 smithing. I guess not technically halfway. Actually, yeah, about halfway, I guess. So, yeah, actually almost exactly halfway in terms of mining. That's good timing. Anyways, I am going to go now power mine some iron, and then hopefully get 30 smithing real quick. We are, again, going up pretty quick in the total level. By the time we do get up there, we will be at 350, so at that point we'll have 150 left to go. And here we go. This should be 30 mining, if I can actually mine this iron. Never takes that long. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, it does. Or the microphone, I suppose. There we do have 30 mining, which I do believe means we have 30 mining and 30 smithing. Our total is now 351, and we are looking pretty good. I can now mine coal, so we will be able to do some steel. But until then, I'm actually going to go train some magic at cows, just get some more cow hides for some profit. And I think the amount I'm spending on runes will be recuperated in the cow hides. That's the idea, at least. I've actually ended up on Karamja down here with the lesser demons. Well, despite the fact that I'm level 33 combat. Estonian here, well known throughout all of my series. Him and What's a Furry in my Twitch chat have recommended that I come down here. And it's actually been pretty decent so far. This is the first one that I'm killing, so we're going to see the live first drop. Hopefully a rune med helm would be pretty nice. But yeah, the drops are pretty good down here. Just some coins, unfortunately, but yeah, not bad at all. And it's actually much faster than I thought it would be. I had previously just been training on cows, so I guess anything at this point is faster because they have so little HP. So yeah, I'm going to stay here for the foreseeable future, I think. If I can draw this guy, that'd be nice. Oh, never mind, we're going to focus on this guy. But yeah, that is the plan so far. Hopefully we can get a nice drop from one of these lesser demons. And here we go. This is going to be 41 mining. If I can mine that iron, of course. The longest iron to mine is the last one before the level. And there we go, we can now use rune pickaxes. I'm actually done mining for now. I'm going to go sell the adamant pickaxe and then do all the smithing with the coal and iron, obviously, to make steel that I have in my bank. Just to get the total level up a little bit more. We are going to be hitting 400, I sure hope. Actually, looking at the level, I'd be surprised if we got anywhere near that. If we get to 40, I'd be quite surprised, but yeah, still be decent for the total levels. Not really sure what my plan is as of now, but I guess it probably is just to do more requirements for Dragon Slayer, one of which is going to be magic, that we are currently sitting on 28 at the moment. I actually did that all in one stream. I still have a few more levels to go. Where is that spell? Telekinetic grab, so it's 33, so we are pretty close to being there, and I do have all the runes that I need in the bank. So I'm going to wrap that up. I don't think I recorded any clips, and if I did, there was only 1 or 2 that I recorded from training the mage, and that's just because I was streaming at the time and I was kind of busy. But yeah, I actually did just get back from a vacation, which is why this is the single episode for 2 weeks. Didn't upload one last Monday, I should say. Of course, this series does come out every Monday, and if you're new to the channel, you should certainly subscribe to stick with it. Managed to get my plug in there this time. But yeah, last week we didn't have one because I was on vacation for my birthday, actually, so that's pretty fun. But yeah, now getting back into RuneScape, that is kind of the plan going forward. Knock out 33 mage and whatever we can get with the runes that we have left. And from there, I'm not sure, but it is obviously with the goal of getting up to the 500 total in mind. I don't know what level. I'm going to have to look it up because I don't know what level you need in order to go into the mining guild, but I really would like to see the new update that they've done there. That was just today, I believe, actually. And it looks pretty cool from the videos that I've seen, so maybe that'll be something that we do pretty soon now that we have the rune pickaxe going for whatever mining level we need for the mining guild. I think it's 52. I might be wrong, but I believe it's 52. Regardless, that is kind of the plan at this point. There we go, level 20 prayer. Nice little achievement for any free-to-play player. And it is all from just burying bones and doing quests. I'm telling you guys, bury bones is definitely a good way to get early XP, especially as a free-to-play player. I haven't bought a single bone or done anything except the Restless Ghost quest. Just buried bones, that's all. Hey, 30 magic. Haven't unlocked anything, but it's another skill in the 30s, and we are almost to 33 for telekinetic grab. Not bad at all. So I've actually come back to Lessers just for the last little bit. Oh, as we hit 30, that wasn't even planned. Just as we hit 31, we are now 2 away, another teleport unlocked. So we are 2 levels away. I definitely have enough runes, hopefully, to get there. It's at least 3.1k XP, so yeah, I guess it's going to be cutting it close, but we probably should get there. This guy, when I logged in, Sancori, I think that has something to do with blood in Latin, which is a pretty cool name. I wish I could pronounce it. He was definitely here before me, but he wasn't doing anything. It was just standing here, so I decided to start shooting some lesser demons, but now it appears he's come back, so after this kill I will hop. Don't want to be trying to crash anybody. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Maybe we'll get something crazy, though I kind of doubt it, unfortunately. There it is, the magical... See what I did there? Magical level 33 magic. You get what I did there? Yeah, you get it. We can now cast Telekinetic Grab, which is of course one of the... Not a requirement, but you can save 10k if you have that for Dragon Slayer, so that is a good one to be out of the way. By the way, we have passed 400 total. I actually recorded a clip where I talked about this, but apparently it was silent. We did get level 50 firemaking, then went up to 51, just burning all the Willow logs that we got from 48 Woodcutting, so those two have been a huge contribution. Obviously almost 100 total between them towards getting up to 400 total, so we have less than 100 to go, and at this point I don't know what I'm going to do. It won't be in this episode. This is actually the last clip of this episode, but I am going to get 37 magic right off the back of this. I got to go buy more runes, obviously, but that's going to be the next thing I do just to get up to the Falador teleport, which is of course the highest teleport you can do as a free-to-play player. So that's a pretty good one to go for, so that'll be a few more levels. But from there I'm going to focus on crafting because it's a low one that's very fast to train until it kind of peaks right around level 30 or so. So that'll be a nice level 20 pretty much. So at that point we'll probably be about 430, give or take, probably have leveled a little bit elsewhere. And then we're going to go for 20 rune crafting to up to 450, and then get 30 range, so that'll be up to 480, and at that point it's just going to be a matter of getting 20 more levels somewhere else. Probably through fishing and cooking. Those are two that are very fast to train that I really haven't capitalized on yet. And I do think I'm actually going to go for the 500 total worlds before I do Elvarg. I might start Dragon Slayer before then, but before I go to the Elvarg fight, I do want to have 500 total for whatever reason. That's just something I'm aspiring to. which I guess means I probably will have to have a 40 attack, strength, and defense, because that's something I like to have when I do Dragon Slayer. I say that, I've done it quite a few times now, and it's never been a problem. But with that said, guys, this is actually the end of the episode. The next one will be up, of course, on next Monday. If you haven't already, I know I said it before, but make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stick with the series. If you enjoyed this video, even though it's a little bit of a shorter one since I was on vacation, make sure to leave it a like. It really encourages me, especially with the likes we've been getting lately. The like ratio has been amazing. But yeah, with that said, guys, I think that's the end of the episode. I'll see you guys next week.